Peace and blessings, everyone. I am Mills Lane, and this is Procreator Mills Lane. And this is Spiritual Thoughts of an Objective Christian. Today, we're taking a different route as I will be reviewing the album recently released by Kayne West, Jesus is King. So on an objective Christian angle first, album was presented for my listening. Album was made for me to listen to. What we do as people is we hear things and then we have an ability to like, dislike. Maybe we need more time. Maybe we need to listen some more. But we have opinion. Christian is the part about the judging, whereas it seems as though nobody wants to be judged, and we, of course, are not the final judge. But we do praise those that were elected to judge. Put it together, right? So, I'm critiquing the album for what it is. It's in the world of gospel, where it's Christian, but it's considered Christian contemporary. Kayne West is a contemporary artist. His music is with the times. Albums he's had before this were nowhere near geared as being gospel. He's had music before where he's named Jesus, like Jesus Walks was one of his songs, but he's performed on many songs that did not revolve around God like gospel music does. So this album is that gospel album. Now, he starts out, it's a nice one. The start is kind of praise and worshipy. It's not, every hour is the name of it. It's not, getting into deep. It's like an intro. The next song, Sella. Now, this is when Mr. West decides to rap. And for this to be the first one you hear him rapping on, I like that light like that. For this to be the first one to hear him rapping on, his bars were subpar. And the reason I say subpar, because I don't know if he's that familiar with other Christian rap artists, but if you ever listen to somebody like Bizzle or Lecrae, or my favorites when I was growing up, I listened to a group called the Cross Movement, where they took the time and pretty much their lyrics matched the gospel, and their lyrics were it was, to me, a lot better. So that maybe since he's not familiar with this, maybe this is one of his first attempts, but he did Jesus Walks. And, so am I over judging? No. For thought process on bars, I think he could have did better on that one. Now, you got a song called Follow God, and where I think he kept referencing his dad. But is that my song? There's something about that song that I think about. One of my favorite tracks. It's two tracks that I like the most. Closed on Sunday, and Use This Gospel. So Closed on Sunday was like, he referenced Chick-fil-A a lot because, of course, they're closed on Sunday. But, it's kind of with the message that he wants to get out. I think he did a better job on this song. Um, and yeah, and if you wanted to know what I was thinking about from a Christian standpoint, uh, look in the Bible at Luke uh, chapter 5, verses 1 through 11 or 12. You can read 12 if you want, but I think that story is about Jesus helping some fishermen get some fish, and these fishermen end up becoming disciples. But long story, they were almost done and gave up, but he told them drop it down one more time, and he got them so much fish on that next drop down that their ships almost sank. That's how much fish they got, and so they were about to be rich, but they decided to leave behind the money and follow him instead. So think about that. This could be Kanye living out that, where yes, he's made music, and yes, it's some would think some of it was demonic or with the times or whatever, but if he's making a change in his life, he's owed that. You know, I've heard plenty of people make Christian or at least bring up God before. I hear DMX bring up God too, so that's nothing new. It's just nice to know that it's possible that somebody can. It is possible somebody can turn their life around. Um, Everything We Need was okay. I did say Use This Gospel. That's the one where the beat sounds like he forgot to close the car door, and it's like do 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 do, a car running, and he's like, wait, do 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 do. Oh, okay, but surprise guest on that are the Clips, and so I know he works with Pusha. I know they both work together on their label. So it was nice to hear those guys too. I wonder, did they have to adhere to some of those demands I heard about, telling people they no fornicating. Well, Pusha married, so he's safe, right? A song I was questionable on, God Is. He was singing on it. This my life, this my this and that. I mean, it was he was singing, so that's a step out. But he's no Kanye sung before. He from that era. He with them singing rappers. So song I didn't like though, that I wanted to like was Hands On. I'm a big Fred Hammond fan, but it didn't resonate with me. Was probably because this the one where he said, "What the Christians gonna judge me the hardest?" Like, real Christians won't judge you, man. They'll be happy that you're spreading the word. In fact, that's some of the things I've heard from real Christians. So they just happy you putting out God's music. See, so but I think he harped on that just too much longer. If he'd have just used it as one bar, I'd have been like, okay. He kept going, so it kind of threw off the message to me. Yeah, and like Water was pretty nice. So I'm giving the album. If I had to rate the album, I never rated a gospel album before. Most of them I like, and pretty much I can put this one on play, run it all the way through, and just skip over a song or two like I do most albums. And so I'm gonna give them 7 out of 10. And I said maybe I'm overcritical of the bar effort because in the Christian rap world, bars to me is like everything. And the beats were nice, and they Kanye beats. So it's like putting Kanye's style and his beats on with gospel style or Christian contemporary music. It was fine for a whole effort. And you say no judgment on Kanye's life whatsoever. But if he's doing that Luke 5 that I'm thinking about, then good for him, and may he continue in his journey. Um, you know. So that was my album review for Kanye's Jesus is King. Um, Please like, share, subscribe, or donate. uh, Basically, Cash App Mills Lane ACT, or PayPal.me/Mills Lane. Questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the comment section or my email. So thanks a lot, and peace and blessings, people.